Hey, Mary Pat.
Hey, Jen.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, and you?
Good, good.
Good.
Just wanted to make sure we could hear you, and we can see you. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Great. How many items are on the agenda tonight?
You are the only one.
Oh, really? Oh,
We wanted to
okay.
give all of our focus to you.
Okay.
You're so special, Mary.
That makes me feel really good.
Can you see that, Mary?
I can.
Okay. Just trying to give an overhead look of your lots
Okay.
because you're right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it's this lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't know if we'll actually have. We'll see if we have a quorum tonight. We heard
Okay.
earlier tonight we might not. So, you're on mute, Jennifer. So, oh, okay. Okay. This is fairly straightforward, so I didn't even write up a memo on it because it meets the criteria of it. So
Okay.
actually, Jennifer published the agenda before I could write a memo. So
Okay.
we got your application and got it in. Have you wanted to do this for a long time, Mary Pat, or?
Actually, this is I just started work on this about the beginning of the summer, sometime around the 1st of July, because I'm thinking I would like to put a garage on my property. And this would be the first step in going through those, different points in order to do that, to eliminate the lot line, because the garage, and I've talked with a couple of people, and the best place to put it would require that I use some of that lot in order to do it. And of course, you explained to me that then I would have to make it into one parcel. So that's kind of where this started. Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah,
Sounds good.
a garage would allow me to live here a little bit longer. So this is the step in the process, I guess, to get one parcel out of the two. So
Sure. That will be good.
hi, Kathy. Oh, she's muted.
She is, but not for long.
Okay.
I'm back. Hi, Mary Pat.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's cool. How are you, Kent?
It's good. It's a good day.
Good.
So,
That's a good thing.
how about yourself? Did you make it back?
I sure did. Just got in, got on, and here I is in the flesh.
Cool. Ed made it,
I'm
which is
here.
good.
Guys, what's up, Ed?
Good.
Hi, Ed.
How you doing?
Pretty good. You?
Good. I haven't talked to you a long time.
I know, it has been a long time.
Yeah.
And it's surprising what a small town we live in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good though.
I think Anne may not be able to make it, right, Kent?
Right.
Okay,
No,
so we
she's
could
not going to make it.
we could probably go ahead and get started if you'd like, Dwayne. We've got a
All right,
quorum.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
we gotta-
do it.
Had to-
Well, got to
All
wait
right.
for all those teams of people that are going to object to Mary Pat's application here.
Oh,
There's lines.
No, we're okay.
All right, can we get it started then? We good?
Sure.
Good.
sure.
6 o'clock
Good.
yet? It's close.
It's not quite, but it's close.
Do we have to wait?
It's 5:58. So
Exactly.
just don't vote till after 6. Then we'll be okay.
Gotcha.
We can wait. We can wait 100 seconds. So
Yeah, it goes quick. Well, kind of. It takes 100 seconds. All right, it is 6 o'clock. Let's call this meeting to order. All in
Okay,
favor?
roll
Yeah,
call.
roll call. Do the roll call.
Should we do-
Awesome.
Do you want me to do a roll call? Okay. Dwayne
Yeah.
Gazinski,
Here.
Kathleen Heft,
Here.
Ed Hoover,
Here.
Denise Newton,
Here,
and absent are Jason Newton and Ann Wilkins.
All right, let's, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll approve it, Dwayne.
Awesome. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor, right? Don't we do that?
yes,
Uh-huh.
Yes,
All in
Yes.
favor, say aye.
Hi.
aye.
Awesome. All right, obviously we have no audience business, correct?
Correct.
So we're on to the new business, the Blees Young subdivision exemption request.
Members of the Planning Commission, Mary
Mary Pat.
submitted it. What's that, Mary?
Mary Pat. I'm
Mary
known as
Pat.
Mary Pat, yeah.
I apologize, Mary Pat.
That's all right. Mary Pat.
Submitted the land use application for this subdivision exemption plat, which is combining requesting to eliminate a lot line. So it basically removes two lots into one. I'm going to share my screen real quick to show you the location of this property, which is up on Skyline Road. And the Mary Pat's property is here at 1745
Okay.
Skyline Road. And she also owns the property that's next door to the south of the house. And those are the two lots under consideration. And then I'm going to show you on here on the elimination of lot lines. I'm gonna move mine to the other side. Within the code in 17.28.060 on subdivision exemption, it allows a subdivision exemption to be filed for this second case, which is the elimination of lot lines. The elimination of lot lines to consolidate and merge contiguous lots into a single lot if all the following conditions have been met. The lots to be consolidated are all under one and the same ownership. The consolidated lot resulting from the elimination of lot lines will not exceed any lot size maximum or other regulation established for the zone district in which the lot is situated. And then no new development shall be permitted on the consolidated lot absent prior review and approval of the proposed development under the provisions of this title. It just means it needs to go through the process if it does, if anything happens. And then I'll go ahead and let the applicant speak. Go ahead, Mary Pat, with what's your intention with hearing this?
Sure. The purpose behind consolidating these two parcels into one parcel is that I'm considering putting a garage on my property next to my home. And in order to do that, I would need to access some of that lot 9. So I was advised by Kent that I needed to make that one parcel instead of two. So this is the first of the round of getting started on my plan, and that's to eliminate the slot line. And I've tried to meet all the requirements that were set forth in the checklist. And I did review it with Kent prior and Jennifer, and I think everything is in order. I am the sole owner of both parcels, and there are no other interested parties other than me. And also I do understand that nothing is to be built without review from the DRC and everything else. So I'm aware of that, but this is the first step in the phase of working towards this goal.
And Dwayne, I don't know if the board has any questions about the applicant at this time, and then I'll go through the the approval or disapproval process.
Yeah, I'd look through it. I don't have any questions. It seems like everything is in order. Does anybody else on the board have any questions?
Nope.
No, Dwayne, I'm good.
Nope. I'd approve it.
I approve.
Not quite yet.
Oh. Sorry, Barry.
Close, but not quite. I'm just looking on the, as I was going through that, there's a minimum lot area in Meadows District, but there really isn't a maximum.
Right.
So even though this one, with the two lots together, it's not quite a full acre. So it would still meet any requirements that are required. So, and then I'll share my screen one more time to show subdivision exemption procedures. It basically under line B, if you can see my cursor at all, or section B, and then section 1 under that B1 says all applicants shall meet with the town administrator to discuss exemption procedures prior to the submission. And Mary Pat did that.
Yep.
And then it says all applicants shall submit a complete application accompanied by the fee and draft exemption plat, which is included in your packet.
Right.
Substantially conforming in all respects to the requirements of this title and illustrating all proposed adjusted lot lines and lots. And then it's reviewed by the town administrator for recommendation and then forwarded to the planning commission, which is where we are tonight, who shall approve or deny the same within 30 days without need for notice or hearing. So there's no need for hearing in this process on the subdivision exemption or anything else. And then if there's any appeals of the decision made tonight, it would be made to the Board of Selectmen. And then there's some signatures if it is approved. So it talks about the appeal process. That's the only other things really in the town code. So it's a pretty simplified process, especially for Georgetown. And that is up for your consideration now. So Dwayne, if there's no more questions, I would suggest you ask the board for a motion.
Can we get a motion to approve?
I'll
I
make a
move that we
motion.
approve the, oops, go ahead, Ed.
Okay, I would say I would approve Mary Pat to go along with this application.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
I,
Say aye. Aye.
Any opposed? It doesn't sound like it. I thought I heard 4 voices, right, Dwayne?
Yep.
Okay.
No one opposes.
No,
And just say that the motion is passed that you heard.
Thank
The
you.
motion is passed.
thank you.
So I do have a question. What is this? I think Greg Markle told me that he would get something from the commission that he has to, something about a Mylar or whatever, and that then he would get that and then submit that to the county. Is that correct?
Right. It's signed by Dwayne
Right.
and then by other town officials, and then it is submitted to the county assessor's office,
I
and then
see.
it's recorded,
I see.
and then they'll change the map,
All
just
right.
erase the line,
Okay.
and you will have your larger lot.
Thank you. I appreciate your time this evening, considering I'm the only person on the agenda, but is there something that I will need to do insofar as letting Greg know, or will the commission take care of that, or will you take care of that? That's an administrative deal?
Well, you should go ahead and contact him
Okay, I
since
will. Okay, and
he's
then
doing
he
it on
can-
your behalf.
Right, and then
Yeah.
he can forward the information. All right. And you want me to have him forward it to the town of Georgetown?
Yeah, yeah.
To your attention. All right. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
he can either drop it off to either Jennifer or myself, and we'll
Great.
take care of the
Okay, great.
administrative details.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Hi.
I think that's all we have for tonight, correct?
Well, you have the minutes from the last.
Yeah,
meeting.
just making sure there's nothing else. besides-
No, nothing else. We skipped
Yeah,
the, I've been too involved with budget, so I've skipped the finishing up of the comprehensive plan review. So
No worries.
until
I've been-
next meeting.
Perfect.
Okay.
I've been super busy myself. Can I get a motion to approve the September 17th, 2020 meeting minutes?
I motion to approve the September 17th, 2020 minutes.
Can I get
Second.
a second?
I'll
I can
second.
second. Perfect. All in
Kathleen,
favor, what? All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, and I guess a motion to adjourn.
So
I
move.
second.
All in favor, say
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
aye.
I'm
Have a great
sorry. I
evening.
missed who motioned and seconded it. Was it Denise and Kathy?
Kathy and then
Yeah,
Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy and then Denise. Okay, thank you.
Good.
See you guys next.
So next time, well, do you want to tell them, Kent? Or I guess they're leaving.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
we're
The
here.
next
Mary
meeting-
Pat did.
Well, yeah.
The next meeting's a really important meeting, the November meeting.
Okay.
You guys are going to be looking at a major subdivision for they're going to be dividing one lot into 6 lots, right, Kent?
Yeah, it'll be the property, the Washington Mill site that's owned by Marv Geisness between Main Street and Biddle Street and 9th and 10th. The
Yeah.
kind of open field over there,
Mhm.
dividing it into normal size lots. And the plan is to have houses that are similar to the neighborhoods around them. So, but they'll give their full report at that time. And this is the conceptual subdivision. So it just finishes the conceptual subdivision portion of the program. And then they will come back with a preliminary, if it's approved, or if there's no major concerns. Then they will come back, or even if there is some concerns, it can be addressed at the preliminary plat stage. You can approve it with some items to take care of in the preliminary plat. I think you've done that in a couple other major subdivisions over the last few years. But then it'll come to the preliminary plat, which starts at the Planning Commission
Mhm.
and then goes to the Board of Selectmen. And the Planning Commission makes a recommendation. But this time, in the conceptual part, the Planning Commission is the final authority. They're the ones that approve it. It went to the DRC. They had a review at the DRC, and the DRC has a few recommendations, not that many really, to the Planning Commission. That will be part of your packet. And it has been sent out to referral agencies, and we'll have the comments back from the referral agencies within the next week or week and a half. But then it'll be set for hearing at your next meeting in November.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that's what's up on the agenda. Any questions, concerns, comments, or complaints about that type of thing?
Yep.
Or how that occurs? Kathleen, you've been through a couple of these already, and While you've been on the planning commission, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think this one is going to be as have as many questions as the Bighorn property, for example, or other ones that you've gone through. It's pretty straightforward. So,
Does it go through DRC again or not?
actually, no, not as far as the platting process.
Gotcha.
It goes through the conceptual subdivision is where the DRC holds a lot of sway. Ask a lot of questions. When it gets to the preliminary plat, is just planning commission and board of selectmen. And then final plat is really just the drawing on the map, the lines on the map, and additional notes that need to be included in the final plat. The Bighorn property had a list of about 10 to 15 notes that were actually written on the plat itself. But most of those are resolved during the preliminary plat stage, and they just continue into the final plat. That we want to make sure this is included in the final document
Gotcha.
that's recorded. Just like we told Mary Pat tonight, you know, she needs to have Markle draw up the plat and then submit it, and we get it recorded at the county. This process here, conceptual, is just a few items to take care of. The preliminary plat is really the big stage of this whole thing. Conceptuals, there's just a lot of, okay, what is it going to look like? You know, what are the problems we foresee? What are some issues? And can it be addressed by the people designing it? You know, are they going to be able to answer those questions? So that's what's happening at this stage, at the conceptual.
Can I ask you a question on the other property around here?
Sure.
What's the, how much more is going to be built on that property?
On which property?
Right, well, I'm looking at it right across the
Oh,
way.
at the Bighorn property?
Yeah,
The the 3 apartment buildings are basically what you see at the south end of the property. The
yeah,
third
okay.
one's got some to go, but it's, you know, you can basically see how that's going to
Yeah,
look. There's 3 townhome complexes, or, you know, set of 3-plex or 4-plexes built already. There will be, there's right around 60 townhomes. So it's like 15 of those 3-plexes or 4-plexes. So they got another 12 of those to go to be built.
They got the houses right across from me. They're duplexes, basically.
Yeah, there's a 4-plex, a 4-plex, and a 3-plex. The 3-plex is the one that faces perpendicular from you.
Yeah, well, they look like individual, but there are, I know how they put them together, you know. Anyway, I was hoping I would see some documentation as to how they're going to do it, you know.
Well, the plat's here, and we got a couple poster boards that shows how it's going to finish out
Oh, okay.
at town hall here. I can show you that. But
Yeah.
the hotel and the brew pub, that's basically it for the commercial part of it.
Oh, yeah, there too. Not quite.
So the hotel's going to open in about a month.
Okay.
The brew pub's obviously operating already.
Oh, it is, yeah. I'm looking at it, you know.
There's going to be a walking trail along the west side of the lagoon.
Yeah.
It's kind of there, but it needs crusher fines on it. And then will curve around right at the pedestrian, right at the south side of the apartment buildings. And they've actually got it kind of sketched out right now as they're
Oh, yeah.
putting the parking lot together. And it's going to go out to Argentine Street.
Really? You're out to the street?
Yeah, that's was part of the original plat. That was one of the things they wanted on the plat. And
Okay.
I'm sure it was brought up during the plat hearings. I mean, Kathleen probably remembers all that stuff going on, so I don't.
I wasn't entirely involved in that. So
Okay.
I came in at the end, so I don't remember the beginnings of it.
Sure. But that path will provide a separation from the parking lot of and I always forget the name of the condos that are already there.
Oh, yeah.
Clear Creek condos or Creek House condos. I forget which name it is for the two buildings. But between those condos and the apartment buildings currently being built, the path will provide a little bit of separation between the two parking lots.
Okay.
But no, really, once they're done with the apartment buildings, really all they have left to build is a bunch of utilities in the streets, but is the 12 or 13 more, or I'm forgetting what number it is, so please
Yeah.
forgive me, of the 3-plexes or 4-plexes that are going to be built.
Well, they sure have a lot of dirt to get rid of.
They have a lot of dirt. And then they told me that because we're taking some of that dirt for the water main project on Taos we're doing right now.
Oh,
Because we're replacing the dirt. It's so wet down underneath. We're having a contractor move the wet dirt out towards Bighorn and taking the dry dirt. We worked it out with the general contractor and filling the hole back in with drier dirt.
yeah.
And they said they don't need all that dirt. So I'm interested to see how that gets finished up. So
Holy cow, yeah. Well, you can build a skyscraper.
yeah, I won't go that high, but when you compact dirt too, when you start driving it on a lot, it gets a little smaller too. So
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot out there, you know.
there is a lot. We took a lot out of that lagoon. That was your project, Ed, and I sure thank you for championing that,
Good one, yeah.
because that's made a big difference in that lagoon. I think it's looking great so far.
Oh, it is, yeah. And you can all the way up to the bridge and use it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
good.
In fact, I got 2 calls from fly fishermen today looking at fly fishing. They just love that area. So
Yeah. Well, it's good. Good job.
Yeah.
On that.
that's all I have, Mr. Gosinski.
Awesome, guys. Well, yeah, since we already adjourned the meeting.
Yeah, we can
do a
keep talking if we want, you know.
Yeah, we could do a motion to have a great evening.
There you go. I second.
Awesome, all in favor. You guys have a great evening.
All right.
You too. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good.